Last story, as one tweeter and fan of the show suggested, talk about Rajon Rondo possibly coming back from his torn ACL. By the way, remember when he tore his ACL January 27th? It's a horrible thing to happen. But remember when he played the entire game after he tore his ACL? He continued to play. If you ever want to question Rajon Rondo's heart and how tough he is, that should be an indicator. Now, I know that tough could also be, oh, well, he's trying to be tough and he's being stupid. I mean, I guess the case could be made, but, and that's just sort of a generalization of athletes when they say that they're tough and really they're just trying to be tough, but out of anything, it sets them back mentally and physically. But don't question Rajon Rondo's toughness. Now, here's what he tweeted. If we could pull that up very quickly. 29,233,380 seconds. What exactly is that an indicator of, you may ask? Sports Illustrated's The Point Forward has more for us. Here's basically what they said. That time frame equates to a little more than 338 days, which marks the duration between Rondo's season-ending knee surgery, which occurred on February 13, 2013, and Friday. So, what that basically indicates is that he is trying to make a return for Friday night in one of the best rivalries in the NBA, the Lakers against the Celtics at TD Garden Friday night. He was quoted as saying throughout the season, and even the build-up too, that he is targeting trying to come back before the All-Star break, would not give an indication. Brad Stevens has more, as he was quoted as saying, "I get the impression it will be sooner rather than later." Pressed on whether Rondo would play this week, Stevens said, "I'd be guessing. I think you could say possibly. It wouldn't be anything where I would be speaking with certainty." Then NBA Fantasy, a fantastic Twitter handle if you're into the NBA statistics and fantasy basketball, said this. Little reminder for Rondo owners. In the last 5 prior to injury, as in games, 18.8 points per game, 10.4 assists per game, 8.8 rebounds per game, shade under 2 steals per game. Celtics fans, get ready. Yes, that's certainly true, but we don't know how exactly he is going to react and how he will come back from this injury. We saw what happened to Derrick Rose. Unfortunately, he suffered another injury. Do not wish that on anybody. I hope Rajon Rondo does not have the same story occur for him as well. Now, going back to Sports Illustrated, they have some interesting stuff about how Rajon Rondo is a math whiz. And then I'll get into your tweets. Here's what they said via Lee Jenkins interviewing his high school coach and math teacher. He was a terrible student, but he was smart as hell. That's nice. Bibby is the coach's last name, taught math, and after Rondo aced the first few tests, Bibby assumed he was cheating. So Bibby made up special tests for Rondo, but he aced those too. Once Rondo was dozing while Bibby scrawled a geometry problem on the chalkboard. When Bibby called on him, Rondo woke up, rubbed his eyes, and blurted an answer. "Don't be an ass," Bibby muttered. Then Bibby finished the problem and found that Rondo was right. He still gave him a D. Fantastic story. So now, and he also, Lee Jenkins, it's not Lee Jenkins, I believe it's Sports Illustrated, The Point Forward. Fantastic, fantastic blog off of Sports Illustrated. Also noted that he taught algebra on one of his off days. So, Rajon Rondo, freaking awesome dude. So now we get into your tweets. I believe there are only a few. Oh boy, that's an awesome one. I'm not going to even try. Tweet Strom, we need BMS back. Okay, and then Richard Greenwood also tells me to check out the Celtics Twitter handle, which I obviously did. So now, basically, what I want to hear from all of you guys, is it the right time? Does it depend on when he's ready? Absolutely. But will he have a greater impact on a team that is 13-17, struggling immensely in the horrifically, historically bad Eastern Conference? I believe they're 3 games back of the really, really bad New York Knicks. Yeah, they're winning right now. Will they win throughout? Remains to be seen. I'd probably say no. So they're out of the playoffs by 3 games. The number 8 seed New York Knicks. Will they make the playoffs even? Who knows? But the Celtics, should they rush Rondo back? Is it the right time for him to come back? Thoughts? Comments section below. And also do me a favor. Subscribe to TYT Sports. We'll see you soon.